And we back with another one. Completely different angle this time, obviously. I got y'all set up on my tripod. I'm literally just walking around with it in my hand. Grounding right now. Because it's that time of year where it's not cold and ridiculous outside. So I'm getting my feet in this grass. But anyway, man, y'all see the title. Gamify your life or gamify your habits. Fuck it. Gamify your life, right? And what I mean by that is, so right now, I'm playing through Final Fantasy VII again. And for anybody that knows, that game is really long and grinding is a very big part of the game, right? And I play that shit in like short spurts. Like I don't really sit down and play video games for hours anymore like I did when I was younger. But I try to play them, like if I do play them, it's usually anywhere from like 30 to like an hour and a half, 2 hours max. Like it's not all day. I can't do that shit no more. But playing that game specifically, it just reminded me of how in life we grind. And in video games we grind, whether it be to level up our characters or in Final Fantasy, you're trying to level up, you know, your materia. If you know, you know. But yeah, I think we kind of get in the habit of trying to, or at least I know I do, trying to kind of like dedicate too much time to the things that we want in life. Now, obviously, when you say, you know, how can you dedicate too much time to the shit that you want in life? Because you still have to take time to chill out and relax and just be a regular fucking human being that's not, you know, working all the fucking time. So playing that game has kind of shown me how I prefer to kind of get things done, which is in like small chunks. That's how I like to get shit done. So like sometimes I'll turn on Final Fantasy and I'll just play, like because I beat the game already, I kind of know what's coming. So I can kind of play up until a certain point or just kind of chill out and just grind and just level up. Just fight a bunch of monsters over and over and over and over again to level my characters up, level up my materia and shit like that. You can do the same thing in your life because I have some shit that I'm working on right now. And I used to try to dedicate like, oh, you know, the first hour or two of my morning or my day to work on this project, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, but that shit don't really work for me. Whereas if I take the same mentality that I have in Final Fantasy, shit, it's getting kind of wet over here. If I take the mindset of how I level up in Final Fantasy, which is in short spurts, I can still get the same amount of shit done, if not maybe even more. And with that, I mean, you just take, like when you get little spurts of inspiration or whatever, take your phone out or like for me, it's just kind of taking notes down, like taking out whatever comes to mind for me right now, because that's how I'm going about knocking this project out that I'm working on, right? Hopefully the sun not too bright. I had to turn around, it's getting wet over there. But that works for me. So no, I might not have dedicated a full hour straight, but at the end of the day, I probably dedicated about an hour and a half, 2 hours worth of work spread out through the course of the day, because it just comes when it comes and I just let it hit me and then quote unquote work on it a little bit at a time. Hopefully that shit's making sense. Like even when I was at work yesterday, I was getting ideas and shit, and I was like, oh, I need to put this in there, oh, I need to add that to it. So I'm just jotting shit down in my phone. That's still me working on where I want to go. But in a way, that's me taking advantage of my my short spurts of creativity or motivation or shit like that, right? And it's nothing wrong with getting work done that way. We don't have to fucking do shit the way that we were pretty much programmed to do, which is be at a place for a certain amount of time, and then when you're done, when you leave there, that's when you're done. That's kind of like how we do work. Like we go to work for 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours, however long you work, and then that's it, right? So it's like we kind of it's like we think in this like, it's like this limited thinking or this limited belief to where we think that we have to block out specific time to get shit done, when that shit is not true for everything. You know what I'm saying? There's different ways to be productive. There's different time spans of being productive. You don't need to dedicate half your day. You know, if that works for you, cool. If you can do that, more power to you. But me, I can't do that shit, bro. Shit comes to me in like waves, and I gotta like take advantage of it. And then when it's not there, just let it not be there. Because when I try to force shit, nothing ever works out in my fucking favor. I lose every time. So hopefully all that shit made sense, man. Take the way you play video games, or take the way that you enjoy things, or take the things that you enjoy and apply that to the things that you want in life. You know what I'm saying? Try to make some kind of connection to where getting those things done doesn't feel like a chore. It doesn't feel like you gotta, exert yourself too much. Figure out a way to make that shit work for you. So if you a gamer like me, like, I'm never gonna not be a gamer. You know what I'm saying? And there's ways to look at the way that you play games and the kind of games that you play and applying that same mindset or strategy to your life and the things that you want to get done. That's basically all I'm trying to say, man. So hopefully all that shit made sense. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Let me know if you played Final Fantasy VII. Let me know if you beat Final Fantasy VII. And other than that, man, that's all I got. So I'm going to see y'all on the next one, man. Y'all take it easy. Peace.